Hello amigos, welcome back to Los Artilleros. Chivas Pachuca 0-0 draw. Bit of a dire performance, to be honest with you. Unfortunately, it's probably going to be another ranting video, so bear with me. But yeah, so 0-0. What can I say? It was evidence before the game that obviously Vega and Antuna had been let back into the fold of the team. I think Molina, the club captain, I think he had a word with Vucic or Almari Regara basically about letting them back in. It was clear that we need them back in. They're two of our best players, especially Vega. So I wasn't too surprised to see Vega start and Antuna on the bench. He later came on as a sub, but didn't really do much. So yeah, a bit of a dire performance, really boring. We don't seem to have any attacking threat whatsoever. Macias looks on an island on his own up front. I mean, you can say that the positive is that we didn't lose. We didn't let a goal in, which is, it is a positive, it has to be said. The defensive side of our game seems to have improved. But the attacking, we can't have both. Either we have really good attacking, but our defence is really crap, or we have a really good defence and we have no one to score goals. Unfortunately, we don't seem to have it both ways. So, what can I say? It's really boring, really long game. Just, I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's Vucic trying to get his point across. I don't know whether it's the players that are just not able to do what he wants. I think it's too soon yet to blame Vucic. I'm really starting to lean towards the fact that the players just are not bothering. Because they are good enough. Let's just be clear about that. They're good enough to play. They're top players. Some of them, I think, are contenders for L3, in my opinion. I say some, probably about 3 or so. But they're all quality, Liga MX quality players. They should be, they're definitely Liga worthy players. And the fact that, I don't know, Pachuca's a decent side, I guess, but we should be beating them, in my opinion, and it was just disappointing. Another disappointing game. It feels like it's going to be another disappointing season. I don't know what's going on. I think Vucic just hasn't had time yet to really get his point across to the players. Vega obviously started the game. I was really happy about that, but he got an early yellow card. Didn't really seem. He keeps doing that. It's very ill-disciplined on and off the pitch. And I'm just hoping that he improves that. He keeps flailing his arms around. In Liga MX, you're going to get booked for that. Players are going to go down like they've been shot. And he's going to get booked for that. And he needs to curb that. He needs to stop that, to be honest. He needs to be a bit more mature in his game. And off the pitch as well, as we've seen lately. Macias, again, he needs to have a really good season. And it's I don't know whether it's the players that he's playing with or the system he's in or both, but he's a different Macias than was in Leon. Leon just played to all of his strengths, and we just don't seem to be doing that, which is worrying because I really want him to go to Europe. The sooner he goes to Europe, the better. But he needs to improve. He needs to start banging in the goals. I mean, even if we lose games, but he's banging in 1 or 2 goals a game, I'll be okay with that because it shows that he's at least good enough to go to Europe. But that's another issue for another day. I don't want to rant too much. I think I've ranted quite a lot about Chivas over the last couple of weeks. I don't want to rehash what I've already said. I'll just leave on the whole Chicote Calderon thing mess. I have no idea what he's done to Vucic or to somebody in the club. But he's played 1 game, I think, since Vucic came into the team. And he scored in that game. I believe we won that game. But he hasn't played since. I don't even think he's been on the bench since. And now we're hearing that he's going to the Tapatio team in the 2nd division. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, he's one of the team. He's one of the players, that I think's almost in L3 level. I think L3 seems to be lacking in current top fullbacks, but they do seem to have a fair few options in the youth system, in the younger teams, in the younger players, like Artilleros, for example, and he's one of them. And for him to go to the second division side, I don't know what he's done. He's levels above Ponce, and yet Ponce's called up time and time and time again. And Ponce, I don't have an issue with the player or the man, but he's not good enough anymore. And Calderon's better. He just needs game time, and I just don't know why he's not getting it. It's one in a team that's frustrating hell out of me. It's one of the main frustrating things about the club at the moment is why the hell Chicote is not able to play a game. I don't know what he's done to deserve this kind of treatment. He probably wishes he was still in the Caxa, because at least then he'll be starting game in and game out. It's just disappointing. It's just another one of those decisions that I just think that Chivas making at the moment. I'm just thinking, what the hell are you doing? What's going on? Hopefully he doesn't go to Tapatía for too long, but I've got a feeling he's going to be there for the rest of the season. He's too good for the second division. It's just, I mean, he's good enough to play for our first team every game, every week, in my opinion. It's just annoying. It's just, things aren't going right at the moment. Things aren't clicking at the moment, and it's annoying me. In contrast, the feminine team is just absolutely flying. I mean, bloody hell, what kind of results are they kicking out at the moment? The men could learn a lot from the women's team at the moment. The women's team, the last couple of seasons have struggled a little bit from what I've seen, but they haven't let that fall to them. They haven't let that get on their shoulders. They've fought through it, and they made a couple of decent signings. They even let Soto go to Villarreal in Spain, probably their best player, and they're still flying and they're still kicking in the goals. So yeah, they can teach the boys a thing or two, in my opinion. It's nice to have a Chivas team that clicking and doing all the right things and playing exquisite football and winning. It's really nice. I've forgotten what that feels like with the men's team, to be honest. I don't want to jump to conclusions. We're only 4 or 5 games into the season now, but we need to start winning. We need to start winning so bad, because I want the Ligia. I don't want another season where we don't get into it. It's easier now as well, so even if we don't get into it now, it's going to be even more banter, because it's the top 12 that get in it now. So I don't know. I just don't want to rant too much. So I'll end this video here. Let me know what you guys think about Chivas at the moment. Where do you think we need to improve? What do you think the issues are? What do you think Chicote's issue is? What do you think Macias needs to do to improve his goal scoring record? Give us a comment, give us a like. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It all helps. I respond to everyone that comments in the comment section. I don't get many, so it's easy for me to reply to you guys. But yeah, I'll be back this week, hopefully with a bit more positive video, but we'll have to wait and see. Take it easy, guys. Adios.